believe about the genus Malus, right? And this is number 739, Malus sargentii, named after a fellow called Charles Sargent, who was a great plant collector in China. Sorry, and it's this tree in the corner here. Now, typically crab apples, if you turn around and look at the one with the red berries back there, that is a crab apple. That's Malus. And if you look up Malus on Canada Plants or any internet site, you'll see that there are innumerable cultivars of them. And they're grown primarily for their bloom and their fruit set. And you can see the heavy fruit set on that one at this time of year. Beautiful. This one doesn't produce as many fruit, but it is unusual in that it is a shrub form of what is typically a tree species. And this is why I particularly like this plant, because you can fit it into fairly large landscapes as a shrub type. It needs to be pruned out to control the height of it, or the size of it a little bit, and shape of it. But overall, it's a fairly unusual species of a very, very common genus. Beautiful in flower, white. There is a pink form. We planted down at Transportation Technology Building, the Malus sargentii rosea. Waiting for it to flower this coming spring. Missed it this past year. Fruit set is fairly minor compared to the species back there. Right? Malus like fairly well-drained soils and full sun. There are a lot of diseases that Malus are susceptible, apple scab, rust and such, and they are directly related to commercial apples. So there's a problem there too, that if you're planting them near orchards, some people might get upset because you're planting a potentially diseased plant. In the conifer garden, there are some crab apples that are left there. We've gotten rid of most of them. And we've gotten rid of most of them because they suffer from a disease called apple scab, which affects the leaves and the fruit. If they didn't spray the apples that you eat in the supermarket, your apples would look like they are covered in scabs. Plus they'd have all sorts of other... Your average apple that you eat out of a supermarket has been sprayed 12 to 20 times in a season with insecticides, fungicides.
Dave has that on his.
So, keep that in mind. Okay, so apples off and on can be problematic. And I say, when you read a catalog, a nursery catalog, one of the tricks to reading a nursery catalog, if the catalog tells you that it's disease resistant in the Malus species, that's good. If they don't talk about the fact that it's not disease resistant, that is bad, because it means the plant probably has diseases. They're not going to tell you the negatives, they're going to tell you only the positives about a plant. Right? This is one that doesn't really suffer from any of those problems. Okay?